Hey, the Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas accepted gifts worth millions of dollars over 20 years, analysis finds. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas accepted millions of dollars worth of gifts over the past 2 decades on the bench, a total nearly 10 times the value of all gifts received by fellow justices during the same time, according to a new analysis. Thomas received 103 gifts with a total value of more than $2.4 million between 2004 and 2023. The Judicial Reform Group, Fix the Court, said in a report Thursday. In contrast, Thomas' fellow justices over the same period accepted a total of just 93 gifts worth a combined value of only about $248,000, according to a nonprofit group. Thomas' fellow conservative justice Samuel Alito accounted for the lion's share of that value. Fix the Court's analysis found that Alito accepted 16 gifts worth a combined total of $170,095.
They have no ethics laws for the Supreme Court. This is just a nothing burger to make us angry. Until they pass a law where like the Supreme Court they're basically like kings. If you think about it, kings and queens. They don't have to account for nothing. They can do whatever they want. They have all this money. Everyone's like, oh my God, they took all this money. And they're like, and what are you going to do?
And they got a lifetime appointment.
And yeah, you can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do to get them out that seat.
It's just crazy because they're not supposed to even. I mean, they say that people who are in the House of Representatives, they say we can't even take gifts of more than $50. This is what they say, but we all know what they do. They get money in other ways. They make deals. They become millionaires while in Congress. But these people are now becoming, multimillionaires while on the Supreme Court, making the laws of the land, which like this is it's almost a totally different ball game because those are just 9 members of people. We don't get to vote them in or anything like that. We get no say so on who gets picked.
And no matter what they do, or what they say, they get to say. Alito's wife, and he has to say in his house is hanging the American flag upside down.
Yeah,
he's a pro-Confederate, and he's on the United States of America Supreme Court. Like these people don't have to have any standards. We are getting booty bumped by all of these politicians and all of these courts. Now they're going to draft your kids into a war because they want to make money off of it.
It says Fix the Court identified another 101 likely gifts with a total estimated value of almost $1.8 million that Thomas received in the form of free trips and lodgings from billionaire businessman Harlan Crow at the exclusive Bohemian Grove club. Counting those gifts, Thomas' total 2 decades haul is valued at nearly $4.2 million. This dude wasn't like a lot of this stuff he didn't even account for. He didn't even tell people about a lot of this stuff. He was just getting these gifts.
Yeah, why would you?
What do you think your politics are going to lean towards when someone's giving you free flights on private jets, free resorts, all this other stuff? Who do you think you're going to probably listen to? You think you're going to listen?
I'm going to listen to the hooker on my lap because that's who's coming with me. What are they going to say?
Sounds about right to me, so
yeah.
At the end of the day, this is just another form of corruption in the American government. What we're doing is just eroding the public's trust in the government and how things are ran. And it's just getting worse and worse.
I'm surprised the public even trusts the government. I
think we have one of the lowest public trusts for the government.
I don't trust these old folks. They too old. Retire.
You got to have some kind of trust in your government to be able to do the right thing, or at least start moving people out of office. That's all it is too. And the Supreme Court, to me, a lifetime appointment to somewhere it doesn't give you your credibility kind of wanes when it comes to that. You become like God almost to a degree within your segment of what you're doing.
Well, you are. Because everything comes to you and then you have a vote. You'd be like, no, I don't want to do that.
You can vote however you want to vote. And it doesn't matter. No one can no one can question why you voted that way. No one can say that someone might have swayed you. You can say whatever you choose to say. So to me, I think that's a flaw in the ointment, right?
But it's also buyer's remorse. Like you had your chance. You didn't see the importance of it when you were voting for either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. So you get what you voted for. The people took your protest votes. How you feeling now? That's what it is.
Yep, and we lost 3 Supreme Court justices.
3
because of this. 3 of them right there on the bench. This would have been a totally different.
Women lost their productive rights
because someone didn't people didn't want to get up and go vote for Hillary. So we lost 3 Supreme Court justices, which is crazy.
And you're going to pay for it for the rest of your life.
Pretty much, because a lot of these people are in their 40s, 50s. Not 40s, I shouldn't say 50s, 60s. They're gonna go until they die. If Trump's elected, it's being said, but this doesn't mean it's true. I think both Alito and Thomas are both in their 70s right now. Don't quote me on that. I think they're both in their 70s. But they're saying that they might retire underneath Trump just to get 2 more younger ones, 40-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
Drop 2 more 40-year-olds. Then you got that court for the next.
Shoot, if I'm Clarence Thomas, I'm going to sit in there till I die. As soon as he leave, they're going to hit him with some old fake felonies.
Probably going to leave him alone.
Be like, nah, we got a felony here in New York for black people with gray hair. Come on. We got you. You know?